I think we might now be live. Just give me a couple seconds. Gonna let it all come together now. Yep, we are now actually live. Let me just go grab the link to the stream right quick. Fortunately, it doesn't actually give me that inside of YouTube Studio. It just gives me like a link that doesn't actually lead to anything. It's like the basic stream link for everybody. I don't know. It's weird. Let me actually go find it. But today we'll be going through a little bit. Well, we'll be finishing up the black. No, add that to Q. I hate the Q button. Let me just remove this. Oh my gosh, I don't like that button. Q will be cleared. Yes, close playlist. I want to add it to any playlist. I want to click on my own stream. Oh my gosh, I don't like that button. There we go. Let me just mute myself right quick. But yeah, we'll be playing through a bit of bricks. I have like I think 2 days, 3 days maybe to get through. Just kind of some extra stuff to do there. We do still have the time quest to use space, which I do have a little bit of that still left to do. I think I have like 3 more days, kind of ish. Nothing too crazy there. I've just been doing castle with let's see, was it castle with Kelvin? It's been working pretty good, pretty sustainable in my opinion. We'll go and actually load up into the game. Let me do it. Press it again. But we have that. I have actually got the last bit I need for Quincy, so we can actually do him now. Well, finish off the rest of his event, which I actually kind of already did, but I will go back and play again. I just unlocked it yesterday where I couldn't really like stream it, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get me those extra tiles because it was like, it's the one to do. What do I have now? Oh, free energy? I'll take some free energy. Let me just go grab some stuff for that right quick. Who was I working on? I guess we'll work on bot a little bit. Let's see, what can we get you? Get you some more tack? Yeah, you're pretty attacky, so I'll get you that. But so yeah, we'll finish that off. I have saved yesterday's free energy for it, so I can do that today. And it'll probably just be like just chit-chatting for a bit. My main go-to mobile game, Dragalia Lost, updated to 2.0 the other day. Oh yeah, I'm getting the money bags. That's actually on right now too, which is the weird money bags event. But updated that and added lots of cool new stuff that I'm kind of a little bit more obsessed about it again. They actually added in like some cool new changes to the weapons, so now like all the weapons are like upgrades of each other. You don't actually have to worry about storing weapons, building really new ones. You just have like a weapon, and then you can upgrade it to have like up to 4 copies of that same weapon, so you can equip them to other people. But each like tier gives you upgrades for the next one too. So don't worry about having like, okay, this weapon's for that fight, this weapon's for this fight. No, you upgrade that weapon, and then you can use it, like its abilities, why you'd want to craft it on your better weapons. Also, the time quest kind of sucks. I'm just gonna say that. I mean, lower gold amount overall, it's like 1.2 million, but it gives you a couple York tiles, and it's just like scrolls. Okay, 1 York, so we're up 4 York scrolls, 5 York, 7 York, 8, 9, 10. It gives you 10. I don't entirely get that one. But man, I guess I get some York tiles. I kind of like him. He's actually like almost fully upgraded. It is weird. I went probably too far into him. Right quick, I will start this off with an arena battle so I can get to my daily bag for today. Do we want to try another pirate team? These got like half and half for me. Yeah, sure, I'll go for it. My castle team is getting fairly strong, I'd say. I've been upgrading them every time I kind of get the chance to. And we have to start off with our usual Redbeard strat. Luckily, the damage isn't as much here. I mean, I know Darwin can do some, but it is kind of interesting to me. Yeah, we just have to attack and take that. Here we go. Yeah, you're gonna heal him, which is very unfortunate. And then you're gonna do that, which then we can pop this on you. Throw that back onto you. Get you back up. Do this. Do that. And now we go try to go back for him. And now we have to, I guess, go for her. Ah, I probably should do the other attack. Hey, Go-Go. How you doing? I saw you were working on, I believe it was your Scarlet recently. Oh, my shit actually just went for the full-on attack. So you just, oh, wait, no, he... Okay, good. Went for you instead. Stop healing her. Her thing's gone. Go for him. Come on. Yes, okay. Now this should be a rather easy fight. I mean, of course I have to keep some people alive. Let me just go pop that. There we go. Yeah, so Castle, it can be that. I mean, it's very kind of RNG dependent. Do you get, like, everybody destroyed by Redbeard or not? Does he put disarm stacks on everybody? Who does he spin and hit? Okay, so I'm going to pop that with you. So I'll read that after I get done with this. I do want to make sure I actually get through with it, because I could still lose it. That probably wasn't the best time to taunt with you, but I like to live life dangerously. And of course you heal him, so let's go for you right quick. Changing up targets. Forbidden Island, I will look at it again after I get done with it. I can't remember them all off the top of my head. No, the first one like increases strength, which is like overall good. I'm just at the point, I think I saw, maybe you were too, I know somebody else was, where it's like, you can upgrade 2 of the abilities, but like neither of them really give you good upgrades. It's like you're waiting for the 5th upgrade, which I'm at that point too. It's just like, I guess I'll upgrade this one so I can get to that one next. I think I've heard like 4th is pretty good, and then like maybe 1st. I'm not sure, I might even go first myself. I'm not entirely sure. Best do, yeah, I have my Forbidden Island. I'm just going to go look at it. I do not remember all of this stuff off the top of my head for it. Let's go on over to here. Here we go. Yeah, I have mine at 3, 1, 3, 4. Like, I kind of like all of these, like the 5th one, but like 20% chance of bonus attack. This is what I thought was good here. Because let's see, if you went to like upgrade 4, let's see, 30% chance. Okay, and then it was like, it went from a 5% chance per debuff foe to inflict 1 stack of time bomb to 10% chance. Like, that's not really that good. I mean, I guess it doubled, but still, like, that's not that great. This one here, it sounds a whole lot better. It gives him a 50% chance to do a bonus attack. Then let's see, this one, this upgrade, plus 25% to inflict a random debuff, to, let's see, a 40% chance to inflict 2 stacks. That's a little bit better, plus 10% chance there. And then it goes to a 55% chance to inflict a random debuff, which is, I guess, okay, but I wouldn't say this one. This is probably like the lowest priority one. And then you have this one. It's, I mean, this one actually is pretty decent, like a good immediate kind of upgrade, but you get attack increased by plus 5%, plus 5% skill, so a little bit more chance to inflict something. And all other heroes have another 5% dodge, so that's not too bad. And then you go up to here, they have the attack increased by 20%, and skill 20%, and then the dodge kind of stays the same. So I'd probably say maybe, I don't know, I'm kind of split between this one and this one. Like, I think getting this last one is good, but I'd say maybe hold off on it unless you can get 5 here. Otherwise, just go for the first one here, because this one, like, it gives you a little bit more of an immediate reward here. Like, for the last skill, the 4th upgrade for that one, to me, feels like, okay, this is just a placeholder to get to the actual next one, which is the good one. The counterattacks add, oh yeah, like, well, he can, Let's see, what is it? I can't remember what his passive off the top of my head. Let me double check. Redbeard, what's your passive again? Oh, whenever a pirate hero takes damage, I think he can. I don't remember if his counterattacks count or not. I know I have had it with that set where he has ultimated me, and then he came over there and slapped me for a bonus attack. So, kinda, I don't know, there's lots of, like, weirdness about Redbeard's passive. I'll say the last one is a good one to upgrade if you want to, like, if you have the stuff to get there, or, like, if you're okay with waiting, because upgrading it to 4 I don't think actually helps that much, but getting it to 5 helps a lot. Although the first one also just kind of helps everybody on your team, or at least all the pirate figs. So, like, this one is more so just for Redbeard, I'd say. But this one can affect kind of your whole team, and I'm just waiting for the DigiJ event to be able to actually get some set tools. But yeah, I'd probably say the last one, first one, third one, and then like this is kind of maybe if Imperial started becoming a little bit better, although I mean, I guess this could be almost-ish okay against, I mean, never mind, it can work against Valiant, but Grit Down doesn't really do much, in my opinion. Hey Tio. Yeah, so this is kind of like a weird one. I mean, it can make sense why it's anti-imperial injustice, but like, there's not much people really running them, and like, the one you run into with Valiant, you can just use Redbeard's shock on, and it stuns him immediately with a 100% chance, so like, Grit Down 2 isn't that useful. Though I feel like the resist and everything else is already kind of funky in this game anyways. Now let's see about opening a bag. Can I get Quincy to 5 stars and also get more tier 3 set tools? I would say just spend or grind out for Quincy first. And then, because you should have the store stay up a couple days, maybe even check right before the store closes. I can't remember when it closes now, because it's not the standard, like, opens on a Friday, closes on a Sunday for me. This one went a little bit longer. But, I would see how many Quincy towels you can get. Because that kind of, like, the way I see the set tools with that is, this is what you want to buy after you get Quincy. I'm not sure. RNG is very iffy here. Like, I just yesterday got Quincy to be able to be unlocked. I think he's still... yeah, here we go. Like, I have just 2 out of 50 towels. I haven't really been spending on him, so, like, I haven't got good luck. Like, you're basically going to need to get as much towels as I got in this whole event. So for me, I kind of feel like no. But if you're spending on it, it probably works out a whole lot better. I'm just doing this, like, free-to-play casual style, but myself, I'm saving up for set tools for DigiJ, because I actually have DigiJ at, let's see, where is he? He's at a solid 4 stars, 2 out of 75, so I should be able to get him up there to at least 5 stars for just regular farming of the, like, the towel nodes. I should hopefully be able to, like, beat all of his nodes this time too. So I'm just going to spend probably all of my currency on tier 3 set tools and just casually farm him. I know other people are looking more forward to DigiJ. I'm not like a super Ninjago fan. I'm not too much of a Ninjago fan either. So it's just, you completed cruising waves from the Goldwell is great. Nice. The Goldwell event is very interesting. Oh, okay, we actually have Goldwell's event open right now. Yeah, crushing waves. Yeah, that was a hard one. I don't feel confident at doing this one anytime soon. Which I guess I might as well go ahead and farm this one before I forget. I think I've been forgetting some of the event node, some of the like weekly events. What do I get? Do I need these? Yeah, I could do some of those. Yeah, I'll take one of those. Yeah, that one looks good, and somebody might use that eventually. How much did Tail 3 cost? I don't remember how much they cost. I think they were cheaper than J tiles. Actually, you know what? I can double check this. I do have a way. Let me change over to bricks right quick. I did actually record that on my channel, so I can actually bring that up and double check. This is also assuming that they don't change the prices, but most of the stores don't actually change those, so I think we're probably fairly good there. Let's see, it was after the Ghost Bowl, before Ghostbusters. That was some bricks. That was my farming plan. More news. I think York was after as well. Let me double check. Playing Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed. That was the Woo event. Playing Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed. This is probably it here. Let me see. DigiJ event. Yep, there we go. Okay. I'll go back over to screen share here. There we go. Just have to check throughout this where. Okay, that's probably about in the store. Let's see. Did I go to? Come on, go to the event store. What was I looking at here? Come on, I'll go back a little bit further. Scroll up to that sweet, sweet event store. Oh, okay, let me see if I can. When do I actually look at the event store? I keep on going back to the general store. Okay, tier 3 set tools 300 for 3. So I think that's not too bad. 300. Yep, that is a very good price there, I would say at least. Because like Kai 600. The tier 3 set tools cost less than Neo. So that feels fair. But yeah, like, I have 5 stars, 5 stars. You're not 5 stars yet, but I might farm you a little bit at some point. You're ready to be 6 stars. You are 4 stars right now. So yeah, I'm kind of ready to go for that one. Here we go. Let me just go back to full screen on here. But yeah, so like, that one shouldn't be too bad. 300, so like, I've showed off this a couple of times, but I don't think I actually did it on stream yet. Here's currently my Ninjagos. He's ready to be brought up to 6 stars. You're ready to be brought up to 5 stars. Ready to be brought 5 stars. I expect to get you to 5 stars. You can be brought up to 4 stars. You could probably almost be brought up to. You're very close to 7 stars at this rate, and you're 3 stars. But it's like, I'm kind of like in an okay place for these. I don't think like there's. For my liking of Ninjago, they're in a solid state. I feel like they're getting kind of close to being like master event ready. My main thing here is just like actually getting a set for them, because it's gonna take a little while. Brix actually has to give me some stuff. Although like I am working on this one, because to me that's like the best thing to buy in there. Although I'm not buying like the set tools and everything, so I'm not going too crazy on them. If you upgraded the last ability for Forbidden Island, maybe. Yeah, the message in the inbox is just my energy. I was just holding on to this here so I could recharge some while I was waiting, because I think I have like 22. I used it all up this morning. I saved that from yesterday because I wanted to save that for the stream, so I'd have enough without having to do an energy refresh. But you might be able to. I think I'm going to actually hold off on upgrading my Forbidden Island until the Woo event actually starts, and seeing if what I have invested in it already will be enough for it to work. Cause I don't plan on running pirates too much, so I don't really want to spend too many other like upgrade materials here when I can actually spend them on like sets I want to run with figs I want to run. I don't really want to be running pirates, so if this is enough to get me through it, I might leave it here. If not, I will probably go through and upgrade this even more. But like, that's my own game plan right now, is to see. In case anybody is wondering, for my pirate team. Now, pack. There we go. Redbeard's fairly maxed. Valiant's up here, so he should be pretty good. Cookbot should be 7 stars for the event. Darwin is at a pretty solid 6 stars, pretty close. Will not be using you, but you're like halfway there. And here's my Argenta, so I'll be using these 5. I think they will be strong enough to get me through with all these upgrades. At least for right now. Maybe not in the future, I don't know, but I actually have to go in there and mess around with that. Which also reminds me, I'll go ahead and right quick, because I've been meaning to upgrade. Oh, yeah, actually, I have to build this. Let's go and build it. I want to actually like save these kind of until I did the actual video, because you can't go back and rewatch the build of it, and I kind of enjoy watching these little builds. There's a nice little inclusion here. Especially for like these sets are too old for me to really own. I mean, I guess I could go back and try to buy them, but like old sets are very expensive to buy again. So like I'm kind of okay with just going with I'm never going to get them. Okay, some interesting builds here. I do really like these big old panels here. That's a nice classic thing for me. Okay, nice little landing bay type thing over there. A little bit of connector there, small little vehicle. I wish one of our Blacktron figs actually got that little vehicle. It's one of their abilities for whatever reason. And then you get the set. Oh, the actual, not set, the vehicle. Ooh, nice cockpit design there. Awesome. Like the actual inside here feels a little bit lacking to me. Maybe if I play around with it, might be a little bit more. It's fairly open. Let's see. Got Valiant at 5 stars. Oh, hey Yeti. Valiant at 5 stars might be good. I had him like at 3 stars, so I was able to use him. But he should at least provide some defense there. At least somebody else for them to like smack on for a bit. Space Team is 5-star Kelvin, 4-star Bricko, 5 stars or 6 stars Locust, 4-star Cold, and 5-star Solid. I'm at like 6 stars, all for Cold, who's at 5 stars. So I just called off the farm with him. That's just too much energy to spend every day. I'm gonna see what that free-to-play team gets me. I might farm some more of them this next month in Monolith Waste, because I mean it's free farm there. Although I'm currently working on Spooky, which is a weird team to be working on right now. But I am farming up a little bit for them, but I'm not sure. I'm afraid the free-to-play space team is not going to be good enough, but that's all I have access to. Every time I come to YouTube Live, I'm always surprised about the emotes. Yeah, the emotes here are very interesting, but what's my favorite? There's like a weird... Oh gosh, these are super funky. Why is these the top ones? What? Sure, is that cat in the box? I think that's a cat in the box, yeah. Okay, why not? Made in 1991. The set does look kind of cool. This would be kind of cool. I think what really gets me with these sets is I like this base plate here. That's a solid classic base plate. Bufftron. I actually forgot that was the name of this skill. Bufftron. Nice. I'm not going to be working too much on you because I'm not going to get you usable at all in time. But this is what I was going to do. I was going to upgrade this. So I can actually get this ready for the ghost event. Can I actually shut off more of the ghosts? We'll beat Bucks in the... I'm hoping to just... I feel like the main problem with space is they're still missing stuff. They are still missing a healer. I mean, I guess Gorwell kind of... Gorwell I feel like qualifies the most, but you have to get their ult to be able to use that. And what was health suits again? Whenever classic space hero gets a debuff, they have a 10% chance to clear all debuffs from themselves. That's not too bad. But yeah, so now I have that. Still have tons of money. Oh my gosh, I bet I finished like... Oh, I haven't finished the whole time quest, but now you okay, 100 scrolls, 500 scrolls, 200, 200, 200, 200, 1,000, 300, 300, 400, 400. That scrolls won't like do anything though, sadly. Let's actually go ahead and open up the free bag. Yeah, I really hope space. Oh, wait, I missed that one message. Can we get Woo also if we already have all... If we have all pirates, more gear with more health and... I mean, I think so. I mean, I really want to see what does actually having some of the Gear 7 equipment does. Like, I can raise them up a couple higher levels, but that just is like not too much of a buff. But I think the extra gear, like, I'm really curious to see this time what happens with Woo. I think it should be at least easier than last time, but last time it was way too hard. I'm gonna go collect my free bag. Let's see, what did we get? Goldwell. Ooh, that was the, I think, you got, like, bigger amount picture there. 25. I mean, she's ready to be brought up. We got my fitness instructor. But I mean, I think it should definitely be a whole lot easier this time to actually get Woo, and I'm hoping the upgrades are going to really do. I think that's probably something that I would recommend doing, is upgrading them with the new stuff, because I do believe the new stuff will really help a lot there with it. More so than maybe some of the other stuff would. Let's see, do I have any other things to spend here? Get my master tiles, which I guess I'm now going towards Willa, because Catastrophe is now like more regularly farmable. Fitness probably. I mean, let's see. I can show off her little things right quick. She is a very interesting fig. Let me just. I'll bring up my. Where's my kind of? Here we go. This one city team, which I'll go ahead and throw on my Yeti. I still need to upgrade you to actually have your ultimate. But let's see. I'll swap you out. No, I'll swap you out. Let me get my fitness instructor, which I actually have decently high up. She was kind of like my backup healer for the Piptown United campaign. But she's interesting. Also, I like how I'm using the set, but it doesn't actually... No, wait, no. Still have it on the team. There we go. It's weird that they've zoomed in the game recently, and they kind of messed up some stuff. Like, it just feels off. But, like, his animation, one of his animations is supposed to, like, cross the, like, screen, because the way it's zoomed in now... You just can't. Let's go down here. You can have our speed buff here. What was the attack buff? The attack buff. There we go. Get us a little bit stronger. Let me go ahead and flex on the enemies. There we go. And we'll have you turn somebody into. Let's turn her into a snowman. There we go. And I think it's this ability right here. Look how messed up this looks like on this screen. Oh my gosh, it actually zoomed out here. That was a weird angle. I think if I go to 3 times speed, it would actually play that in this proper messed up format. Because it kind of changes the camera angle on slow. Come on, speed you up. I want to see all that get super messed up. And of course this team's gonna like instantly die because they're very, very weak. I'm gonna get you some cake, crowbar, all the good stuff. Smash on them. And oh, I actually killed most of my team. I'm really surprised there. Man, I'll just let this finish out in auto because they're all dead. They're all gonna die. How I'm doing? Hey, Drick Views, I'm doing good. Just super happy to actually be at the end of the like Early Adopters event and actually be able to like get some stuff there, which is super nice. I like the enemies. I like the. Wait, what's that ability? Excuse me, what do I have? Hero passive block. Ooh, that's not good. Which one of y'all gave that to me? I don't think any of y'all have that. Maybe you? Random debuff? I mean, it is a new random... It's a new debuff, so okay, she can't actually inflict that. Interesting. It's a new debuff they just added in. Main characters... Yeah, these things are always, suddenly an Who screwed me? Which one of y'all did this? I was reading chat. Which one of y'all screwed the game? Okay, we're backing out. Something screwed up there. I'm figuring it's probably maybe immunity block or hero passive block on Aurora, and she was trying to do an instant revive thing. 'Cause that's like the main reason you use her. But I want you one more time because I want to show off Iggy's like other ability on the speed up mode because it doesn't actually like move the camera. It looks so bad. I don't. It was such a weird thing for them to do. Let's see if I can flex. Come on. Do it faster. There we go. And sure, we'll go ahead and have you just bash everybody. Okay, now watch. Yeah, it's supposed to come across the whole entire screen, but it doesn't. So yeah, that's fun. Let's see. I don't get many chances. Yeah, this is the fun. Oh yeah, the fitness instructor has some very interesting animation poses. It's very good. I think with high star pirates and more gear, we can have a chance. Maybe the governor's weird because you have to use his daughter on the team, and you have to farm up more stars for the daughter. Unless they're reworking to be like the Quincy or like the current Blacktron, might make that a little bit easier because like each node you needed a higher star daughter, so you had to go back and farm her up. So you didn't get that next node, but if you want to get the node after that, you had to go back. It was weird. Although I think I might. In a way, I almost did like that more than the one we have right now, because there was more chances to get tiles, there was more nodes for that, but it's just, it's like in a weird place. I'm not sure which one I like more. And she's just gonna spin there, and then we have a... Although my favorite, they don't have it in here anymore, was Yuppie. His victory animation used to be Bikini Babes. That was a fun one. Okay, but yes, we're actually going to go now into the event. Let me go ahead and grab... Well, I don't need the energy yet. I'm going to... Just give me that little bit more recharge rate here. Give me like one extra free energy. I think we last left off here. The king had stolen our new phones that just dropped. So we're going to go on in here. Princess Storm tries to rally her defenders, but Quincy and Dwayne trail right behind. This is an interesting one. Oh my gosh, stop selecting this team. I mean, that team probably is better than the team I'm going to actually wind up using, but I mean, you know. Although maybe I might change it. Maybe. Actually, no, I'm going to stick with that other team I use. I don't think the stuff from Galactic Enforcers will help that much. I only have one fig with this. This at least gives both of these boosts, so like it's at least somewhat usable. Yeah, this is oh wait, protect the king, protect the Blacktron X's. So they are here. It's weird. We got the door. I just noticed like yesterday that he's actually escaping from a space police prison. Really do like that little intro there. So need to unlock Quincy before I can progress. Yeah, this is the thing I didn't like. You have to wait to get Quincy. I just got him yesterday, which is the only reason I kind of went ahead and progressed on, so I can at least like access the node that gives me better tile rewards. But I think the thing I hate the most about this event, or this like event format, is the stop point is you unlocking stuff. It's not that you aren't strong enough to continue. Come back once you get a little bit stronger, which was like the regular thing with the brick paces, which I enjoyed that. Like being stopped because I'm not strong enough yet felt better than, hey, you didn't spend money to progress in this event. Wait till you slowly farm it free to play. Wasn't that fun for me. Also upgraded these like figs just a little bit, just so he would be, some of them would be a little bit stronger, because he was doing like no damage. I mean, he still kind of does no damage, but like it's less noticeable no damage. Oh, come on, Kelvin, why do you miss? You could actually do good. Although my Dwayne actually does decent damage, I feel like. People say he sucks now. He might still suck. I don't know, but I don't know. For me, he does some like okay damage. Although like none of my space figures do like good damage, so that helps a lot. But yeah, if anybody's wondering, these are all like I think maxed out 6-star, no 5-star. They're ready to be upgraded to 6-star, but they're maxed out level 50. I mean, I can bring up a little bit higher, but all these skills are, and my Quincy's at level 30 with like a couple things upgraded. So yeah, he exists basically. I would say that's his level of play right now. Is he exists? I mean, I guess I could sure get a little quick heal in. For like marginal stuff. I mean, I guess you actually do decent healing, even though you do like no damage. Let's go ahead and beat up York. Oh, you don't mind York? Oh, I think that was my first time I actually saw Kelvin heal somebody on a counter attack. That's actually kind of, I guess, nice. Actually, let's take out Go-Go first. Go-Go will be suddenly more annoying than everybody else. And I guess we'll go ahead and disarm everybody en masse, cause like, you know, why not? Got to kill like everybody we can here. Although look, I don't have to worry about gold starring this. I will need to do that for the last one because I lost, I think, Locust on that one. Just none. I thought that one might be enough not to have the usual like only other ability on it, but I never can tell sometimes like if it will be enough or not. Let's go and pop that again. I'll always have that up. I should have used that on somebody actually had a buff, but oh well. I mean, it's not like you did that. You'll do that much extra damage. Still your taunt. Probably brick ourselves, because that's what's happening with you right now. Let's go ahead and use that. Make sure they're dead this time. Freeze whoever. Shoot everybody else. I do also really love Locust's gun. I think I've said that before, but I like how, like, that's a lot of newer pieces for a fig that came out in the 90s. But I like how they did that. It's not all of this stuff is reliant on things that originally came out with them. Like, you build it to kind of look like that, but like that goes really well with him. That's a very interesting design. I don't think I ever would have thought about that, because like, I like how it's just like 1 in 10, not 10, like whole piece with just a couple studs on it. And the Dino like trank gun. Yuppie landed the babe. Yep. Yuppie. Sadly, I guess had to remove that, but they did remove it because I really did like all that stuff they had. I think we have like 3 more battles to go. 3.2 GPS completed. My king, forgive me. I feel like you should really be apologizing to us. Just give us our pre-orders back. Come on. I'll be right back. I'll have to use the restroom, but it shouldn't take too long. Okay, I'm back. Also, I just realized I probably should be using the Alpha Centauri outpost just because blows with this team, because it is actually, well, not, sorry, it doesn't really work, but I guess honestly though, right now my sets have like so little synergy with the stuff with space, like it doesn't really do it more or less, and I do still love the tile work here. Like the kind of mixture of stuff they have. But we have B for Brutus. They do track King Brutus down to retrieve the just prize. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, inbox. Boom, 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 and here we go. No, stop it. Stop choosing these figs. Just save my previous team loadout, please. That's all I ask for you. That's the only thing I need to upgrade quality of life right now, for myself at least. It was only a matter of time before you found me. First you take our pre-orders, then you make us track you down using outdated tech. Why? Why do you take our pre-orders? Our engraved pre-orders. Because I hate waiting in lines. I wanted a backup in case the first one broke, and oh yeah, I'm the king. I love Brutus. Although I still can't remember if I actually own Brutus or not. Brutus is one I may or may not own. I own like a decent number of the castle sets that he came with. Or that castle theme he came with. And I guess we'll attack you first. And go ahead and drop this. Give everybody some AoE buffs. There we go. I think I'm going to go with you next. Let's make sure you're dead. I guess we'll work on you because you're actually kind of low. There we go. I still think it's interesting hearing all this stuff about how bad Dwayne is, but I'm like, he's actually like doing decent for me. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't have that much like into space, so like, I can't really say for sure. I like I can vote a governor with him, and a police officer, and a yuppie. Interesting crew here you have, Brutus. But yeah, but for me, like, I feel like he's doing pretty good out of all my people. Who has the most buffs? Actually, let's go with you, so maybe you can work on killing you. And let's go ahead and just, yep, got you down. And need to actually work on killing you. Who are you bringing back? You brought her back? That's actually okay. Then once you bring Yuppie back, not Yuppie, Highwayman back. Let me go ahead and just kill anybody who gets in my way. All of you are going to go down. I do like Brutus's entourage here. It's just like a whole bunch of random fakes. Cause yes, I do try to headcanon some of this stuff. Like, okay, who's your allies here? Okay, you brought this person, you brought that person. You have a chef. Yeah, I guess you need your personal chef. I can't blame you for that. Going solid. King Brutus is getting away. We'll never track him down in the dark, unless let's use this trapping on our Blacktron 9s. I would never forgive these people for what they've made us do. You know, I like how overdramatic they are, but I feel like I actually know some people like that. We're like, oh my gosh, have you used last year's phone? Ugh. Blacktron's back. King Brutus attempts to escape through the desert with E-Blacktron 10s in hand. And for this one, I will actually use my go-to castle team. There we go. That's the word for it. And I guess why not also on the Blacktron set. I'll rock it here at least. How do you keep finding me? We don't want to talk about it. Just hand over the E-Blacktron 10s before you complete the setup tutorial. It's such a long and arduous process, and if you think I'm going to stop now, you're wrong. One of the nighttime levels. I was talking about this earlier in a video I was recording. I like the little marshmallows over here over the fire. I will go for you first. Actually, let me just go ahead and straight up kill you. There we go. I like how he has ninjas. He has his odd assortment of not really his faction castles theme, and just has some ninjas. You know, the desert ninjas. Desert Jago. Let's go and pop that on you. I just want to keep everybody alive this time, honestly, because I had, I think, Locust die on me for this one. Let me just go pop this. We don't really need the heals. We're doing some counters. Awesome. And this should hopefully get us, yep, our taunt is now back. Yeah, I'll go ahead and pop you with this ultimate. Here we go. I also like how the audio is delayed here. I always think that is the dragon roaring, but actually is Magisto in horse form. My Dwayne damage. I don't know. Like, he probably gets bad later. Something probably similar to, gosh, with, how was it? Chicken Suit Guy. How his, like, damage falls off later. He just starts off kind of high feeling. Maybe it's like that, but I mean, I feel like for me, he's been doing, like, pretty solid. Okay, let's go and kill Kai. I mean, why not? Ooh, I'm glad I used that then. I mean, I guess I could always kill him next turn. Wouldn't really matter too much. Okay, he's gone, and now we have his body double. His body double is back. With some more ninjas, including a tech ninja. A ninja from a video game. As you do, you know. When you really want to lay down your power as a medieval king, you bring in your tech ninja. Ooh, he's taunting himself. I'm not sure that's not going to do much, because he's going to instantly dodge it. But let's go ahead and hit him with the ultimate. Because, I mean, why not? I do wish you kind of speed those up a little bit. Ow, stop that. There we go. Come on. Break out the king. There we go. And, I guess we'll go that with you. So you've missed somebody, so that's good. Yes, Go-Go is an excellent juggler. He juggles all the time, including on invisible barrels. Babes, on the PS... Ooh, yeah, I'd actually... Well, I wouldn't be against this coming to other consoles. I mean, not like it would really do too much, but I wouldn't be against it. It would be pretty... It might be kind of fun to play this on the Switch a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, Go-Go, he is a solid juggler. Oh, come on. There we go. Old man has to kill you. Speaking of old man, he's dead. I mean, sure, why not? Let's do a little quick kill. I'm going to pop that on you so you don't die in case we miss. Oh, let's go another taunt. Here we go. And now we throw some more money around. Oh, come on. Oh, I forgot you had, I think, party on. There we go. I do really like Blacktron 1's look over Blacktron 2. I don't know, I like the black suit. I think the black suit really fits a theme called Blacktron more. As like redundant as that is. We did it, Dwayne. Is he going? I guess he did it to himself. Okay, we did it, Dwayne. E-Blacktron 10s and our jobs are safe and secure. Speaking of that, we have 5 more minutes for work starts. I haven't slept in a week, and I've never felt better. Oh yeah. You know that feeling. And now we're going to do Technomancy. Quincy and Dwayne are back to clarify that there is magic technology and Magisto is very over it. I think we actually can rock the space team here. Which, I mean, I guess we might as well. I don't know. I'm going to do you. You. And I think I'm going to throw Reed on too. Let's get Classic Spaceman. I've already beaten this note, so it's not like I have to worry about like Gold Star and get or nothing. We've been thinking there really is something magical about technology. Like unboxing. Who doesn't like a good unboxing? So magical. So we would just like one more chance to prove to you that technology is indeed magical. You won't let me say no, will you? Will this actually play this battle track here? Or be the standard one? I do really like this one's battle track in brix. It's not a banger, because this type of music isn't bang or the one that normally plays here, but I do really like it. Okay, we do have that set. I guess I'll go for you first. You have some buffs, so let's go ahead and pop that. Here we go. Do this. Do some solid damage to her. Stun you. Okay, you know, I thought we could shoot around taunt, but I guess we cannot. I thought we could if we stunned you. Kelvin. That's an interesting statement there. Although I do like how much she bounces on 3 times speed. It makes me feel tired. Although I guess I am that level of gamer. I'm like, oh my gosh, that much bouncing around. I just, feel tired. I need to lay down and take a nap. Come on, kill the spooky girl. We don't want to come out any more TVs. We need to kill the witch. Kill the witch. I said kill the witch. You were the wrong person asked to kill the witch. You killed the witch. There we go. We have an old man now. We always need to kill the old... Oh, never mind. I mean, he's old enough. There we go. Let's go for him. I didn't just steal your thing, though, but... I don't know. Pop that. Maybe brick some people a little bit. Now everybody's in stealth besides the fitness instructor. Oh wait, you're now back out of stealth. Oh yeah, I guess you did just taunt. There we go. You actually select the people to actually get the stuff to the front, but I'm just normally too lazy to do that. Although, I mean, I say that. A lot of battles, it's like, it's not that, like, I'm not worried about losing, that I won't really do that. Let's go for you. There we go, and I guess I will pop this on you, because that's like the closest thing I have to a heal on this team. Because I'm using space. Who needs a heal when you got space? In space, no one can heal you heal. Or something. Something like that. And that's that node. Much easier than the node in front of that for some reason. Got debuffs? Clear them. I mean, really, well, and there's not that many things that can actually clear debuffs too. It's weird. Like, one of the best person to put on, or to clear debuffs, is also the biggest spreader of debuffs with Redbeard. So now I hope you can see that. Yeah, tech is magic, magic is tech. Great, good, please leave. Because Redbeard has an interesting thing where here, that set, I don't know if you were here for it, Yeti, but this set here, if you upgrade, I think this one, he gets to do a bonus attack, 50% chance to do a bonus attack anytime he attacks. But he attacks, spins to a random ally on their team, attacks them, and then spins back over to the first target and hits them again. And each of these attacks has a chance to leave an opponent disarmed, which means they can't use anything but the regular ability. So he can, like, disarm your whole team very quickly. He also counters or attacks you anytime you attack, or I think with a 50% chance, something like that, anytime you attack another pirate hero. So you put him on a whole pirate team with a tank, have the tank taunt, then you have to attack that tank, and then he comes, hits the person that attacked them, spins, attacks somebody else, and then spins back and attacks them for another time. So he can leave your whole team disarmed. Only help me know what happens with my health is at 0. Ooh. Health at 0, you may or may not die, or the game might just hang. Also, I will say, there's lots of times you don't actually die. For some reason, you were 8 minutes. I've noticed that sometimes. I don't know what it is, but some streams it's just like, I'm like 8 minutes behind. It's like, how? How did I get there? But yeah, so there's like, if you're running a pirate team, they can just like spin around, disarm your whole team, and it's just kind of a little bit annoying. It's like, oh, you just use a cleanse. It's like, the cleanse, if you have one, it's normally a skill that can be disarmed, so that can be trapped behind that. And one of the few figures that has it is Redbeard himself. He has a full party cleanse, which is an interesting one. But let's see, do I have any more tries here? I have a few more today, so I will save up the rest of that. And oh, I thought I had more energy. Yeah, that was just yellow energy. There we go. Yeah, 21 here. But we're gonna just head on over to Brixpedition. I actually got like the legendary map today. Well, I mean, almost. I mean, there's lots of El Dorado Fortress, but I got Poppy, El Dorado, Fire Station, Magister's Tower, El Dorado, Fire Station, Magister's Castle, and Ice Station Odyssey. So everything's a set tile but one. I also have a lot of the like not too great set tiles, but eh. So let's go ahead and go through here. I got my go-to team here, which also reminds me, I need to actually go ahead and excavate, because I'm going to so forget to do that if I don't go ahead and do it. I'm going to throw you on and throw you. There we go. That should be enough to get me some more stuff for the next battle. And we'll go ahead and do this and just have them like kill everybody, because Kelvin is actually okay-ish, I guess, in this team. I replaced my damage dealer, or I guess like my main normal damage dealer with her, although they like to do a whole bunch of stealth and other stuff that wouldn't be exactly the way I would play it, so I guess it doesn't hurt too much. But like the AI plays this team very differently than I do, and I don't think they do exactly a good job. And they're not good with her ability of that. Like, it should like, oh, somebody has a taunt. Let's go and put the damage block on them. Now let's put the damage block on somebody behind the taunt. I mean, it's I guess a new skill, so I can't be like too upset at that. I mean, I guess I say that they can still get to work the first time, but I guess I'm at least just happy they like fixed space to be less what space used to be, but they're still not like good. And in my opinion, they're still not good. They did a Swiss Army knife approach, so each like different faction of space does a different thing, and you're kind of supposed to plug them into another team to like add to that. But then you don't wind up with like a space team that can be a whole team of space that works good, unlike about every other theme in this game, which is an odd one to me. Although I also find it odd that Demo Dummy doesn't have the techie tag, because he feels close enough to being techie to me. I don't know, like he's a living demolition dummy. I guess that's not exactly robot, but I don't know. DigiJ doesn't exactly scream techie to me. I mean, Egon's also techie, so I guess that works. Also, I don't know if you saw this since they added this Yeti, but Ghostbusters are now in the game. Weirdly, I don't. They did like a whole month plus long like event themed just around them, and it was one of the most boring things in my opinion this game has done. But yeah, that was an interesting move on their part. So you now have 5 minifigures in this game from Ghostbusters. For the longest time, we also just had I think 7 Space Figs. It was weird, and only 5 of those were free to play accessible, so yeah, it was weird. Like, you really had to spin to get those other 2 figs. One was a Master Soul Farm, which was supposed to be like in-game, you played for like 2 years, everything's maxed, now you can use those extra tiles on these things. So that was an you already paid back. So that was an interesting thing. Like, okay, I'm not too mad at that one. The other one was like bagged only, which is kind of like spend money on those. Odd times. Kind of. Lego has. Oh, see. Ghostbusters had, I guess you could say, 8 Lego sets. Apparently, they come out with another one. They had Ecto 1 from like the original movies. Then they had an Ecto, I think it's actually called Ecto 2 from the female reboot. They had the like Fire Station HQ from the first movie. They had a brick head, which was just like a head built out of Lego. Not head. It's like Funko Pops but made of Lego for Vinkman and Slimer. And then for the Lego Dimensions game, which was like the Toys to Life type thing, which is actually like okay. I mean, it was like you got figs, which you could take off of the stand and actually use them like you would any other Lego thing. So I don't think they were that bad as opposed to other Toys to Life things. Like you could actually use the toys part of the toys. But they had like 4 sets for that, for Dimensions, like different expansions. But it isn't a like something I associate a lot with Lego. I think they did do it for like the more nostalgia, which I guess like they're doing a lot of like I think a bunch of the stuff like from the 90s. I thought they might be going more like 70s, 80s, but like they're not going that far back. But I think they're trying to do like properties they can kind of tie into Lego with that. I think they also wanted to bring in a whole bunch of Lego people. Or like a bunch of the Ghostbusters people, because originally the update was supposed to drop when the Ghostbusters Afterlife, I think, was supposed to drop this year, but got delayed because of the lockdown and everything. I think it was supposed to release around that time to make it more people, like, it was a good, like, crossover opportunity, but this crossover just didn't happen, so you're just left with, like, sad Ghostbusters. It was weird. It was I don't think a very successful crossover. I hope they got their money's worth out of it, but Although, like, I know there's some people like really passionate about Ghostbusters out there, but I don't know like if they're the people to buy all the video games or not. So yeah, like I'm not sure. Like, I know they're passionate enough. I can't blame somebody for trying to sell like something to them. I mean, like they're a good, motivated market base. But I don't know how big the Ghostbusters like buying power is. Like, how many of them go out and buy other stuff? Would it be like, oh, they added in Ghostbusters into this Lego video game, I'm gonna go out and play that. I don't know if that exactly exists or not, but that's what they tried to do. I think there's some other themes that would work better, although I'm also curious to see what they actually do with it. Like, they could do... let's see, I know people talk about Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles. I think we got like a full line of that, so it's not like that unconnected from Lego, but it's still not like one I would exactly immediately go to. I think they had like a bunch of other like waves with other like Mega Blocks and everything else, and these came like bouncing back and forth between like whoever makes toys, but I mean, they're always making a new TV show for it, so like I guess that kind of makes sense to me. It was something like them. Myself, like I would be totally into the Scooby-Doo thing. I don't know how successful that would be, but I don't know if that would cost you too much money either. But yeah, they just had like a bunch of really odd like crossover stuff they do because I don't know. Well, I guess they want to appeal to the people who maybe will like really like something, but are older enough to like buy themselves the stuff, not to like ask the parents. Which I mean, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, I guess it's like less predatory, but at the same time, it's like, how much is this going to appeal to somebody? You want to spend a whole month of this game dealing just with them? Like some of my other game I play, like the other one, my main mobile game is Dragalia Lost, and they've had a couple different like crossovers. They've had two with Fire Emblem Heroes, specifically Heroes, not just regular Fire Emblem. But I think that's because they're trying to like do it with the mobile thing. I don't know, because they're both mobile games. I don't know, it's a little bit funky there. But I mean, it is a Nintendo property, I guess. Nintendo's a publisher of Dragalia's Lost, so like it is like I'd say like a Nintendo property, in my opinion. I know there's like different things about whether they publish it as a property of theirs or not, but I count that as that myself. But so they've had two crossovers with them, which I've actually enjoyed. They had a new game mode in that, which was really fun. The Iberian Front. It was like a defend the gate. New waves of enemies came in. You had to run around and just kill them all. Pretty good. They actually made that like a regular game mode now, which I was happy because they've waited a year, maybe more, to kind of bring that back. And it was like, why don't you just like make this a regular game mode? It was fairly fun, something different to do in the game. But they also did like a weird Mega Man collab with Mega Man 2? That was funky. Like, it was just specifically that game. Didn't really do too much. I didn't like the Mega Man. He didn't have like any voice line. He had like no story, which I guess was like Mega Man's level of story. But it was like nothing really super got added to the game. There was like a couple boss battles, which was like not even reskin. It was just like a slightly different version of battles that were already in the game. Yeah, I'm going up top. So like that didn't really do too much. We gave you a free new adventurer, so like it was kind of something to do. Didn't really care for it too much. But then they also did a Monster Hunter collab, which was like 2 parts that had some different battles. It was actually fairly fun. It was like a little bit of a cross between Monster Hunter regular and Dragalia Lost, like standard battles, a little mixture there. And I think that was of Prime 2. I don't know. It was a specific game that I think it was maybe kind of old. Maybe it was one that was on like the Wii U or something. Like it wasn't Monster Hunter World. It was Monster Hunter something else. So it kind of dealt with that. So it was kind of weird. Maybe do like a crossover with the new thing. Maybe you could have like some stuff from this game appear in there. But they didn't do that. Although also the Mega Man one I think was also supposed to be in connection to like a Mega Man mobile game they were releasing or something. Like there's like some weird stuff they stick to there. Like they don't just do like, okay, this is a new popular Monster Hunter World. Let's do a crossover with it. No, let's do a crossover with like a game that came out 5 years ago or something. I don't know. It was odd, but like I've enjoyed I think kind of all of those because there was still other stuff to do in the game at that time. The other kind of the events gave you stuff even if you didn't care too much about the like new event adventurers and all that kind of stuff. And like I mean it's a gacha, so you can still pull on them. That's what I kind of say I like more about gacha. They're like I like being able to farm the tiles, which I think is really good. But I also like in the gacha, at least in that gacha, like you get the adventure one time, they're good. You have to upgrade the dragons and pull them multiple times, or switch some upgrades up. It's not like that bad in my opinion. But like the adventurers, it's one time you get them, you're good. There's some other things you have to pull them multiple times to make them actually like upgrade and be good. But I like that one, you don't have to do that. But I like how you can in that game pull for a unit, get it, and you're good. But in here it's like, okay, you have to like buy multiple bags and farm out multiple tiles for an event character. So like you maybe get the event character. Like I have all the Ghostbusters but Slimer, but they're not anywhere close to being like usable in a regular team. Which is just kind of like a little bit of a problem I have with some of like the events here, and especially like that one. Spent a whole month doing that. The Dragalia Lost might would have some other things. I don't know if they'd have like a whole month long crossover event either. Maybe 2 weeks maximum, but it'd be like something new and kind of interesting to do there. You could get something that would be usable outside of like the regular content. But here's like Ghostbusters. Just kind of want like they sit there on my roster, and I might get them up and might eventually mess with them, but like the amount of work I'm gonna have to do to actually get the Ghostbusters usable, all that farming I'm gonna have to do is gonna take me probably like 2 or 3 reruns of the event to get like a fig like usable. And that's probably gonna be like if I do that again, like when it's reran, is focusing on a fig. I'll get maybe 1 usable after that length of time. It's just no, it wasn't that great in my opinion. Although, speaking of great, I am really enjoying the update to Dragalia Lost. If anybody's looking for another mobile game to play, I recommend that one. It's interesting. I think the best way I describe it almost kind of reminds me a little bit of Monster Fighter. It's kind of what I thought when I first saw it. It's very, very simplified from that. But you have like lots of boss battles, like just big creatures. You have to learn the attack patterns of like careful dodging, go into attack. Lots like fighting dragons. They added some of the Agito, which are like mutated human. I don't know. That shows exactly what the lore is with them. They look fairly humanoid, but then like there's a second phase of them where they turn into more of a creature. It's a little bit weird, but it's a really good. How low is Go-Go's health? Yeah, there we go. How have you not killed anybody yet? I'm gonna have to take over. Or let y'all just continue doing it. I might just let them continue doing it, but yeah, if it goes south, I guess I'll just redo it and just bring on an ally. But yeah, I recommend that game. It's like my go-to way to describe it is it makes me think of Fire Emblem mixed with Monster Fighter, but like of course mobile game level there. So it's not like super in depth. Let's just kill somebody, please. How about him over here? He's a low health. But I'd say it's really good, like all the adventures. Well, no, not all of them, but they have like good stories, good art. They updated the art to have the 3D models look more like the 2D art with the shading and stuff. Looks really, really good. I think it's pretty fun. There's lots of stuff to do right now. Oh, they're doing 33 days of free 10 pulls on the banners. I think there's like 1 banner at a time, but they have like the Gala rerun, which has been kind of good to me. I got one of the Galas I didn't have, which is like one of the rare like adventurers, like the I guess almost like tier 6 version, like the best of the best, kind of limited. They come on about like once a month basically at this rate. I got one of the ones that wasn't on rate up or like the pictured on the banner, so they had like 3 they picked, so some supposed to be like they're the focused ones this time. I got one of the other ones, but the one I do want that's like focused, I have not got, sadly. Although I'm like going all in on that banner. Doom 2. And I'm not too into Doom myself, although one of my friends does play it. Oh yeah, one of my friends hit affiliate status on Twitch, I think Saturday. If you want to look him up on there, it's IB Truthin. He did an affiliate stream, like 8-hour stream or so yesterday. It was pretty fun. He did Doom Eternal's Horde mod. That was pretty cool. But yeah, I recommend Dragalia Lost. It's pretty fun. I know they've done a terrible job of selling it, but it's good adventures. I think pretty solid playstyle for a mobile game. Like just touchscreen controls, but you move around, touch to attack, force charge if you hold down, dodge rolls. Different like zone of attacks to do, like you can You can roll through like red attacks if you time it right. Purple attacks you have to just get out of there. But there's lots of like higher level play than I think some other mobile games with that. I mean, it is like an action system. You don't just like click and your character does stuff. You actually have to control them. Who looks less toxic here? Let's go with this one. Yeah, that's like my go-to mobile game. They just did a cool update. They changed a whole bunch of the systems. Kind of weird. Which did earlier, they changed the weapons. Because you used to have like a whole bunch of different weapons to craft, and just kind of like mostly you upgraded as you went along. I'm just gonna start with that with you. You upgraded as time went along. You had like your basic weapons, like your tier 1s. You get tier 2, 3, 4, 5, and then some of the higher level ones had elemental versions of the weapons, which was just oh gosh, it was like ones for your characters of certain types. It would equip it on them and give them extra buffs. And then they added in like some special side boss battles, which are supposed to be like a way to like how to progress up the scale towards like the in-game content, like some practice boss fights. And you had to get like weapons from the first one to use on the second one. You got weapons from the second one to use on the third one. It was just like lots of progression, but they got added in with lots of people were like high enough level to skip over a lot of that stuff. And he's just gonna spin to win. Good job, Barnabas. Which advantage? Put GFs? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know if I can actually work in here. I mean, if you can, sure, feel free to try. But see, they had like a whole bunch of stuff to upgrade, but like somebody who always like in-game content, you kind of didn't have to do it. So yeah, come on, y'all get him to attack, get Jagistro's health up a little bit higher. But so you had all these different weapons, but like if you're high enough level, you didn't really have to. Like some gimmicks in the fights you kind of needed. Like there was one that's like, if you got hit by the attack, it would turn you to stone for like 10 seconds, and you're just sitting there taking damage. So it was kind of hard to power through that one as easily, or at least not power through and like quickly farm it. Let's see, did you? Oh, that was the same message. So there was like lots of needless having to go back and do very easy fights, do like the medium level fights, which you're already strong enough to do, but it's just like an annoying kind of mechanic to have to deal with. Well, they kind of done away with that by now having like limited number of weapons. We don't really have to worry about crafting them and keeping up with like an inventory of weapons. This time now, what you would do is you craft like the different tiers. Oh my gosh, people stop calling. Okay, you would go with the different tiers. And now, what do you think about if we got the guild chat is, I guess would be good because like not everybody's on like Discord and all that stuff to communicate with each other. So I think it would be useful, but like I'm not, don't ever get like serious enough about these types of games to like need all of that, but I think it could be useful. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with that. I guess that's in a way where I'm most curious to see what they do for raids, is to see what they're going to do to like encourage more guild stuff, because I don't feel like we have enough stuff to really communicate as a guild to really need much like guild input for the raids. But so they replaced the weapons with like some tiers. But now, like, the abilities you get on the lower tiers applies to all the weapons of that type. I think it's only on elemental ones. Like, all fire swords will have High Midgard Sorma's Bane, which is like a dragon. I guess pre-in-game content now, because they have other in-game content past that. But that was like the in-game content when the game dropped. Like you had to use a certain type of weapon against him because it gave you like extra 25% damage against him. So you always kind of had to use that unless you got really high level past him. But it's like it was always to use that. But now if you upgrade that weapon and unlock that skill, it will apply it to all fire swords. So if you get a fire sword that is more powerful, it will now have that skill on it, so it all kind of carries over. So don't worry about keeping track of all these different weapons. You have like you craft one of each weapon, but then you can upgrade them to have like extra slots to basically allow up to 4 people to use it. You kind of would never have to really do that, but maximum team size are 4, so if you want to have 4 fire swords, you could just by doing that. But now all of them would have all of those same skills on them, which is in my opinion, a super cool thing. But so now, my thing is I'm going back, farming a lot of those, they're called void battles, farming a lot of those contents to upgrade the void weapons, which have all these like the main source of extra skills, to get all of those like big useful ones for like the later tier weapons or later tier like content on them. So I'll have all that ready for whenever I want to go in and tackle more of the in-game content, which doesn't interest me as much, but now that's a little bit easier to do. There's not like a 15-step process, or maybe it's kind of almost 15-step process, but a little bit more streamlined. I'm going back through it and upgrading that stuff in preparation to be able to do that later. I'm going to go ahead and go here. So I've been going back doing that. It's been kind of fun. There's like more of a reason to do it now besides just basically that. What is the raid? You mean for Dragalia Lost? Oh, sorry, on here. The raid boss is going to be something to do with Goldwell. It's not going to be just a like regular minifig, I believe they said. So it's going. I'm thinking it's going to be the tripod invader from Alien Conquest. They're going to be adding something like that in, but I think all besides the last note is just going to be like random-ish battles. So I'm not entirely sure all about that. Like, it's going to be lots of just like you fight regular minifigures, and then there might be like a special boss with some maybe unique mechanics at the end. But we really don't know too much about raid bosses in here, at least in my opinion. I thought we kind of know a little bit more, but it seemed like they might be a little bit further out past space. But yeah, I've really been enjoying that stuff in Dragalia Lost. Been going back, farming up those things to get them ready. I'm working on fire right now because it's actually kind of costly to get all that stuff up. All the weapon upgrades are getting a little expensive money-wise, but I'm farming up some like money stuff and some other things to get that ready to actually spend on stuff. Could actually have a reason to spend some of this stuff now, because it can make doing that in-game content a whole lot less complicated than it used to be. Let me go and get you first. But I really have enjoyed that. It's made that so much nicer. You also can get like just general boost to your weapon. So I think a lot of like, let's say the swords, if you just upgrade them, give you like a, I mean it's kind of small, but it's like a 0.5% increase to the health and strength bonuses each of those, like each sword gives you. So it's kind of small, but you upgrade like 10 swords with that. It applies to all the swords, not even just elemental versions. It applies to every single sword. So you have 5 elements, so each one that's like 2.5 increase for each kind of tier. So it's been kind of nice, fun to go back and upgrade that stuff. It's gonna be like a new thing to farm. Who is the boss? The boss is Goldwell. Betuor and Goldwell, they're invading. I can't use my space team. Actually, I can go down. I still can't use space. Okay. Let's just use the space team here. Not space team, but castle team. But yeah, that's just kind of it. We know of. It's going to be something with Goldwell is invading Pip Town. And you're going to somehow get some Goldwell tiles as a reward from doing the event. Well, sorry, it's going to make it a little bit easier to get Goldwell. They haven't said what all that exactly entails. Because, I mean, that could be lots of different things, in my opinion. Like, you get maybe 2 Goldwell tiles from the event, or you might get enough tiles to be able to unlock Goldwell without pulling from the bags. I don't know. I'm not sure how they're going to do that stuff. I really wish we knew more information about it. Because there's lots of different ways I could see it. Because I really didn't think the major catastrophe was going to be this available from this space event. I thought they would be keeping him under lock like a whole lot longer. Maybe you get like 5 tiles or something. I thought he was going to be maybe at most like we do with the timed quest reward figs or like reward tiles. Like you get maybe like 5 tiles or maybe even 20 like you used to sometimes get with some of the money bags until like this one that's not really that great. Thought it was going to be something kind of like that. Let me swap you out for Kelvin again. But yeah, so I'm not sure what they exactly mean by Gorwell's become more available given what happened with the Major, with how much more accessible he became. Also, I want to shout out to the devs, anybody will be watching, that I think the update calendar thing y'all posted on like the actual like in the game was pretty cool. I like the like graphic with it, and it was nice to see some of that stuff actually be posted in game. Gens, they have gens listed as 10 tiles in the game, which I know that could be subject to change. A lot of things are. Personally, I feel like raids is a little bit too like close to starting for that to be like subject to too much change. Like they've already kind of decided what like tile unlock they want them to be. I'm thinking it's going to be like not too hard to get gens from the event, but to get like a whole bunch of tiles for them will be challenging, and that's what like the main difficulty there is going to be, is actually getting gens to a usable tile amount. They're like, you're gonna get a free gens so they can be like everybody's gonna get kind of rewarded from doing this event, but to actually like really use it, it's going to like take more investment somehow. I don't know how you really like encourage too much spending on raid. I mean, I guess it's like roundabout, make your team stronger so you can do better in raids to get more of that, which I mean, to me that's like, when you have too many steps like that, it makes it be less likely to go do it, but some people will still spend like 5 steps away to be able to unlock something over here. But I think that's gonna be, it's gonna be the thing where like the first hit's free. It's like just kind of sorry, my mouth's getting a little dry. Like just for participating in the event is going to give you a gens, but to be able to actually get more than a 1-star gens, you're going to have to like do one of the harder things. They say the raid's going to have at least 2 difficulties at launch, but maybe be like a second difficulty gives you a whole lot more stuff, whole lot more challenging, but it's like it's going to make it not easy to get gens, to encourage you to somehow maybe try to spend or have to do a whole lot more stuff every day to be able to get a higher level gens. Now that's just how I see it. The 10 tile thing could be subject to change, but I think the 10 tile unlock could be smart, because I don't think there's anything exactly bad by putting in something that encourages somebody to spend on it. This is a free game after all, but there's like different levels of like okayness to that. Although I'm also lots of times happy with just like getting something unlocked. I'm like a collector when I play these games, so being able to actually just unlock gens, like I'm pretty sure I'll be able to unlock gens from just doing the raid. Like it should be no problem or no question of will you unlock him or not. If he's a 10 tile unlock, I'm expecting like everybody to get him. It won't be hard. Getting other tiles will be the challenge. But like that, I kind of like it because it feeds that like collector nature with me. I want to be able to collect like all the figs, and being able to actually get them with a 10-star unlock will be good. Sinister Desert Outlaw, yep. Yeah, he just like, I was noticing that, I didn't say anything, but like, I thought that was like maybe his cape just sitting there with that like invisible texture on it or something. I do like how sometimes the figs like explode ultra-violently, like you can see the corpses laying there in the victory animation, just like, ooh, that's a little much. I'm mostly let them auto it from here out. I'm sure like everything I'm facing right now can be easily done. But that's just like my own opinion of gens. Like, I don't even know if we might even get raids this month. I'm hoping we do. We'll say this month. October. It's not October yet, but it kind of feels like it to me. At least like for purposes of the game. I feel like all the September stuff is kind of over now. But like, I hope we get them sometime soon. I hope we get some good stuff with them. But that's just kind of what I feel. I feel like they are far enough along for some of those assumptions to be made. Like, if they're going to reward Fig from that, I feel like they're going to have the correct tile amount in game already. But I think there's lots of stuff that could be subject to change. It does really shock me that we're not going to have an event store for raids. It's just going to be like you get tile drops straight up. That is very shocking for me. Because I was thinking myself that Gens was probably going to be maybe like a 5-star unlock, almost like a Master Fig, to like make it where once you get them, they are somewhat like immediately usable. But to be able to actually get them would take a lot. But I was proven wrong. Well, I may say that. It shows them listed as 10 tiles. That doesn't mean that they are in fact going to be that. I mean, that could be changed, but I just don't think it is. Myself. Also, I like this victory thing here. Your 6th person is just standing behind whoever's right there. So Redbeard is being completely blocked by Brutus, which seems like a very Brutus move to do, though. It's another like fairly easy team. Let me just grab a random whoever. I'll take you. Why not? But yeah, just finishing this. I think I have like maybe 12 more like notes to do with the space team after this. Once I complete this whole like map here. I do enjoy these like Brixpedition time quests for the like brickpaces and Unboxed events. I think that had been really cool. Like I like the one to use clockwork on I think 20 battles. This one I think to use space on 50 battles. Like those are some nice time quests in my opinion. Nice little mixture of stuff. Very different than what we've like a standard stuff's been. Although I do think it's interesting they have released a roadmap. Well, not roadmap, like a calendar for time quest. And the time quests haven't been that. Oh well, we have like 2 listed on there, and we just got I think to the 2nd or 3rd one, and we've had like 8, 9, 10 other time quests that weren't on the list. And they said these don't include like surprise event related time quests. But I have been a little shocked at how many time quests we have gotten that were just not listed on that calendar. I thought we would maybe get like 1 or 2 every now and then, but no, it's like all of them aren't listed on there. But all of them have been a little bit different, so I kind of enjoyed that. And I do wish I would fix some of the energy requirements. Like spend 1800 energy in 2 days on the event is a little steep. I get that's like a well only quest, but like even the spend 1800 energy on the event. Oh gosh, spend 1800 energy on the event in I think 5 days is hard for me. Although I'm not really spending on the event at all. Like I'm not pushing my gems to really get through it. This is an interesting team here. Oh come on, kill that goal well. Never mind. So yeah, I haven't really like been pushing that. I know lots of other people have been, although I know lots of people who I think are saving up for like the DigiJ event to spend on. I think there might be more Ninjago fans, which I mean, of course, if you like a theme, spend on it for sure. Well, I'd say that's probably the best one to spend on if you like it. If you don't really like it, definitely don't. But can we kill Go-Well instead of Go-Go? I mean, I guess we're gonna finish up Go-Go. They're probably gonna be healed up after this. But yeah, just for me, none of these are like really speaking to me, so I'm still going for bags. Go-Well is like a top character I want, so I'll just be working on buying bags or using gems to buy bags to then spend on hopefully to get Go-Well, because that's kind of like I guess the top of my like most wanted stuff that I haven't got yet that's currently in here. I'm trying to look at what's that in the background there. I never really noticed that before, whatever's in the background. Interesting. But yeah, so they're like a top want for me. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm not really spending on any of the brick paces or nothing. None of the unboxed figs. Although the unboxed figs, you really have to spend a lot. Well, to me, you have to spend a lot on them to get them up there to make them usable. If you spend on a brick pace to get a fig, you I think have to actually spend more than the unboxed. But I feel like you get more from spending on a brick pace event than you do just buying bags for an unboxed fig. And then it doesn't help the last unboxed fig is collectible, which to me isn't that usable, because collectible, like, you only can... I don't think who they worked with best is really something I would invest too much into. And you can't use them on the events where you have to use that talent. They think they would work good with a classic space team under Galaxy Explorer. But I feel like there's better teams to run than a classic space team under Galaxy Explorer. But if I was going to be running them like Gorwell's Great Escape, that would be useful to have for Gorwell's Great Escape, because you kind of have to be running a space team. So it could give you stuff that could be very useful, but you can't use them there. That's my problem with lots of collectible stuff, is like they have some interesting synergies with these different teams and all this kind of stuff, but like they don't. You can't use them when those teams when you have to use them. They're like a nice mix and match, but why would you ever kind of mix and match with them when there are other teams that are better? Like Demo Dummy works, I think, pretty well with City, and I think Haika has some synergies even with City too. But you could also just run an all-City team and get more benefits from the Arctic Ice Glider set if you run an all-City team. So, like, why run those other figs that work good with City when you can just run figs that all work good with City? And I'm guessing by that too. Oh, come on. Let me lose him. I'm going to have to manually play this one. I got a message for review. Okay, let me show. Let's see, what does it say? I like that's what the message says, like, warning, somebody said this word, and it's just the way the message said it too. Oh gosh, that... if you want to know what that is, look at the chat. Because I think they do actually show chat replay on here. If you like watch it later back. Let's see what I was going. What was I talking about before this? Oh yeah, and like my problem with collectible teams is just, or collectible figs. It's like, why? There's always going to be like a better option, or like if you have to use them, there is something else you can use, or you're gonna have to use it. It's just one way, I guess. Oh gosh, let's see, like one way synergy going on. Like there was some like bonuses some collectible figs get from being on a City team, but there are no bonuses City gets from a collectible being on their team, while they could get a benefit from a the City fig being on their team. I don't know, it's just that weird bit of like, I don't know why it exactly is set up like this. To me, the way they describe how the space teams is supposed to be, with like a Swiss Army knife approach, like you can just plug and play them, I feel like is what collectible minifigures should be, and it's just not exactly that. Like, it's just a little bit missing from them. Come on, let's go and kill them. I feel extra tanky, although I am running figs that aren't fully maxed out. Although I think I will do that after we get done here. I'm going to upgrade my, even though I will be over what is needed for the event, I will actually upgrade my Go-Go and I think Brutus to 6 stars each, because I do use them on my arena teams. Y'all should be able to get this done from here. Redbeard is gone. Yeah, the Ninjago is the N-word for Lego is Ninjago, because they're... I'm not gonna make that comparison. I'm gonna leave it there. But yeah, Ninjago is an interesting team because I know they got good for a bit. Now they're like back to people saying don't farm them. Although I will admit, I don't think they're maybe like a good early on team for the fact that you can't get them fully early on. Although I'm a person that says, I like all that fire there. I'm certainly a person that says farm whoever you like. If you like them, they're definitely worth the farm. If you're having fun, that will help make the game better for sure. Like, I like Space and Castle, so I farm a bit of Space and Castle. I don't really care for Pirates. I farm them up there to get them up pretty high, but like, I didn't really enjoy doing that with them. So like, I'm gonna throw one of you on. So like, that wasn't adding too much enjoyment, so I swapped over and I'm using Castle and Arena. I'm having a whole lot more fun because of it. So like, if you really like Ninjago, I recommend farming Ninjago. Just do keep in mind that they won't be as strong as you would probably hope for them to be. Because sadly, there's not like a good early on full team of them. Although there are lots of fakes, or a couple of other themes feel kind of like that. Like they need maybe a little bit of work to make them work better, or like easier to acquire all of them, or like an early team that's usable with them. I probably should just use the regular attack. Pop that on you. Go get you that hardy. Some payback going on. Plop that on you so you take even less damage. Go ahead and do that while you have some solid buffs on you to even do more damage. CC Locust. Yeah, I didn't use a shared Locust because I just wanted to use like kind of this, have a little bit more healing setup. The Castle team I have found works pretty solidly against Ninjago. You just have maybe get a little bit more healing, and like, 'cause these are a little bit stronger. Well, I guess they're not too strong now. I mean, they are, yeah, level 56, although that is a little bit more attainable now. That's not as high as it used to be. But yeah, I have actually found Castle to be a pretty good team to handle a Ninjago. It takes a little bit of work, and I am not running like a full Castle team right now. But that is a team I would recommend looking into if you are wanting to mess with Ninjago. Come on, go and kill the old man. And he's in... No, he didn't go invisible. You fool. I'll put payback on... Not payback on you. I'm gonna put taunt on you. Oh, come on. He's just there. And I'll take on you next. But yeah, so my own opinion on Ninjago is if you like them, farm them. Just be aware they're not going to be like the most useful, or well, you're not going to be able to run just Ninjago at least. Like, I think Kai and Zane are fairly useful early on in Piptown United, but you're not going to be able to run just a full-on team with them. Like, if you're here to play Ninjago, or like, if you're a Ninjago fan and only want to run Ninjago, and that's the reason you're playing this game, early game, you can't really do that much with Ninjago. That's interesting. Magisto stole invisibility off of somebody. Yeah, I guess we're going for you. I don't know, why not? This should be fun. Ah, come on, he dodged it. I get him. He has 4 arms and 4 ninja swords. Oh boy. That's going to be painful when he attacks. Oh, let's go and pop this. But I'm curious for y'all. What are y'all like thoughts on about early game teams? Like, do you want to find like the most meta one, or do you want to find like whatever one you like the most? Like, does that add extra enjoyment to it for you? I'm gonna pop this too, give you some more defense. Because I am certainly a person that farms whoever I like the most. I think that makes the game a whole lot more fun, keeps me more like invested in it. And that's kind of just what I've been doing. Is I've just been farming the figs I like the most first. Here we go, we'll do that. Come on, finish him off. Because I know everybody probably has like the favorite fig. I'm also curious, is your favorite fig still the same like favorite fig since before you came into this, or has playing the game gave you like a new favorite fig? Like, do you just like the people that you already liked? Or has like playing with some people made you like them more so? Because I will admit there are a couple ones I feel like have kind of done that. Although some of that I will say is also, I think, just from like some of the extra personality they added in. Although like I like Alien Conquest, which is what Betuor and Gripley are from. So like I think they're really cool, and I was probably already going to like kind of go for them anyways. But because of their like personality in here, like I really like them. So like they just boosted them up very high from being just like, oh, that's kind of cool. It's like, no, this is certainly one I want to go with. I clicked the wrong button there. I meant to do the Dragon Breath. I wanted to have him taunt. But we should be, I think, okay for now. Let's go and, yep, put that on you, so hopefully you miss your next attack. Oh, he got pretty healed up, but he didn't remove his heal over time, sadly. Let's go ahead and there we go. Put that on you, get you up there a little bit higher. Let's go after Nia first, because Nia might just heal him if I attacked him. You cannot send a GIF? Okay. I wasn't sure if not you could. I didn't think you could, but I wasn't 100% sure. Haven't messed around too much with all the different chat stuff in YouTube gaming. I say it should use the other one. You had Hardy anyway, so it didn't really matter. May I kill him? Well, I guess I still could get rid of the Hardy, but that's pretty good. I might even try for not losing a single fig. That might be possible. And let's go and do excavation again. I could just go through here and add everybody because I feel like doing it like a madman. Oh, there we go. Seemed like a little bit of lag there for a second. Yeah, I think there's lots of the stuff, like I still kind of like some of the same like figs themes and stuff I did before coming into the game, but they have made me like some of them more. Like I wouldn't really care too much for Spooky Girl, I think, before playing the game, but I really like their like animations and stuff for her. I think she's been kind of cooler. Like I like some of the stuff they did with her, so I think this game should get like lots of credit for some of that stuff, of how they've actually made some of these characters I might not have ever cared for actually kind of interesting. Map 4 bonuses, over 2 million total awesomeness. I'll take that. Let's see, how many of these time quests do we get? Expedition Heroes. What do we have? Need to get 50 and I have like 4 more days, or say 3 more Expedition maps. So that should be easily attainable. Should be able to get at least to here tomorrow, and then have like 1 more left over, maybe 2 more, because I think something might be able to use space on. Money bags. Let's go ahead and finish the money bags event. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade my last remaining castle ones that I want to upgrade. No defense, but another 208 attack and over about 1,200 HP. And then we're also going to upgrade Go-Go. And he's going to get max health plus almost 2,000 and around 150 attack. So that's some pretty nice stronger figs up here. I might even work on leveling them up again at some point. I mean, I guess I can pop a couple more levels onto you. Yeah, might as well. I kind of sad I can't do this in the time quest, but I think I might just have to like say screw it to the time. I think I will continue kind of to save up for the next one. But I'm shocked by how like weak this one is with the money spin. I wouldn't have needed to save up that much then. Also, I like how that one level up brought Brutus up. I think, oh, not Brutus, Barnabas up like 2 ranks. And awesomeness, yeah, there we go. We're just moving them up past everybody else. And you didn't move it all. But yes, they got some nice upgrades there. I might go even try them out in arena right quick. Interesting team there. I'm gonna try it. Seems like it should be fun. I would say I'm facing my first real like space team in arena, but they have Chef. Which I guess I'm going Chef first because down you could be a little bit annoying. I was the wrong thing. I should use the other one. I meant to go taunt with Go-Go. Oh yeah, he has that thing. Well, if I hit him one more time, does that go away? No, it stays for the whole turn. Which I still haven't figured out how all exactly that works. I've tried looking at the skill, but I didn't see. I think I'm just overlooking something to see how you exactly get that one. But this should be an easy handle. Although I did notice all my taunts disappeared. And plop another one on you. And I guess I'm gonna go with you next. You can be a little bit more annoying than some of the other ones. Pop that on you. Here we go. Keep on coming at you. You're just gone. I think I'm gonna go for you next. You seem a little bit more annoying than I think Commander Cold is. Although Cold can actually shut down my Go-Go. Your Uncanny Aurora Vanguard? Awesome. I need to remember that. Although I also have a like, terrible time actually looking at whoever I fight to see what the actual names are, like what the guild is and all that stuff. I just like think, oh, that one looks like it might be an easy one to battle. Let's fight. Oh, that really scared me there for a second. I'm like, everything just like lagged up there. Come on, kill the Kelvin. Let's kill you. I guess gonna bring that down. You're probably gonna time after I did that, yeah. We're gonna pop that again. Let's do this. I think we might could go ahead and even just like finish autoing this, but I think I'm gonna finish playing it manually. Here we go. Come on. And just one more there. Oh, come on. It's a little bit more. A little bit more. Somebody. There we go. Actually, you know what? Why not? I don't care about bricked. I don't fear you're bricked. Bricked is, to me, just a really kind of a worse disarm. But I do like it. I like it more than disarm, though. It gives you a choice to still use the skill. You're going to take some damage. Uncanny or Vanguard. I'm even going to write that down just for future references. I do kind of like keeping up. Like if I don't say so much like a community, but I do like kind of like, okay, these are the people like in the streams. Who are they in game? Because like everybody has different screen names everywhere. Uncanny or Vanguard. Okay, I'm out of room there. Vanguard. Okay, there we go. Adding you to the list of names to keep track of. Okay, so that was interesting battle. I guess they didn't have full free-to-play space because they took out Dwayne. People say he's bad, but I don't know if Chef added to it. Well, I guess Chef added some healing. That just seemed like an interesting kind of setup there. Mr. Moneybags, go and complete this. Give me my last York tiles. Now 14 out of 35. And then some more Grand Champion. Just another 50 currency there. Unsure what I want. Wait, how much currency do I actually have now? Like, I'm unsure what I want to spend on with my currency at this point. I'm even tempted to buy bags. The only problem is, like, I don't really need Kelvin, don't need Locust, don't need Reed, and I don't need Dwayne. I'll take Quincy. I will take the set tiles. I'll take even cold tiles, and I'll take catastrophe tiles. And I might even just go for more catastrophe. But I'm tempted to maybe buy some more Quincy tiles to get him up higher, so he might be a little bit more usable for some other stuff, because he is like event exclusive, although kind of catastrophe is almost the same. But I think I might save up to get enough to buy a bag, and then just like maybe go major tiles from there. I'm not sure. Can I see you in arena? Do you know about what shard you are in? Leaderboards. Or like what your rank kind of is. Because I am in the beta shard. So just give you a little bit to respond. Can you? Oh, there we go. There we go. Uncanny Imperial, right? Uncanny or Vanguard? Let me double check. Yep, there we go. Just right here. 205. Nice job rocking that. Gosh, I forgot his name. Yuppie. Love me, my Yuppie. How is the higher level hiker going? Because I haven't messed too much with hiker, but I do have like, I think some of the stuff to like invest into him. I just haven't really been messing with him too much, because I've just been messing with him too much because it's like I have other things kind of working on, because I'm working on, oh gosh, pirates for the upcoming Woo event, which is like I think the 9th of October, so like not too far away. Working on space for the upcoming Ghost event, Ghost Master, which is a little bit further away, so I'm not doing as much stuff for them. And then I'm also working on my castle team, because it's my go-to team I use, and my arena team, so I'm upgrading them. Though I do also want to like go at some point and upgrade some of these other figs, at least get the ones with like ultimates up to actually unlock the ultimates with them. Which would be Basil. I guess also Egon, but Egon's a little bit in a different category. Iggy, Yeti, Primo. I got you up there. Everybody else is basically where they can do it up past this level. So yeah, just a couple more things I kind of want to work on, but I'm holding all like my resources to get like another time quest to spend on that I want to like get. It's going to give me something a little bit better. But I just really need to go and bring these on up, because like this is like a little bit more important in my opinion. Ooh, somebody's up bringing him on up there. Nice, nice. Got him 4 stars. Interesting choice farming him, but I can't blame you. I do like that fig. Ooh, somebody's really working on their city team. I guess you're doing all that of the time quest and brought him up too. Wow, somebody really spent a lot on that. Let's see, did I have like a thing about upgraded the set? Yeah, there we go. 7 starring some pirates. Awesome, awesome. I kind of like a little bit of that in the way. I wish you could like actually click on this and see what that achievement actually is about. Do you farm Scarlet? I currently am farming Scarlet. I'm buying her from the arena store right now. She's my... The game crashed. Yep, there we go. We just lost sound there. I'm like, I think it crashed, but it took a little bit to actually fully crash. So that's 2 screws of this event. Oh, not 2 screws of this event, but 2 of this, I guess, stream. Oh yeah, I have her at 2. I think I bought like 9 tiles so far. Take a little bit for that to let me just look at her here. I think I had like 9, yeah, a 21. So I've got her a couple times. Because I don't think I bought any of the like stuff for her. I think that must be all just from arena farming. I thought I bought less than that, but I guess I got that much of her. I guess I just keep on saying that she's 2 stars. But yeah, I don't really buy any like the stuff for the unboxed figs. If there is one that I really like coming up, I will probably do that. But like right now, there's just none that's like just calls to me. They're like, I'm a Mars mission fig. Buy me. Okay, yes, I'm buying you. It's just there's none that's gotten to that point yet. Yeah, she's my farm here. Brutus, I might go back to farming at some point, but he's pretty high. That's gonna take a little while to get that up there. I don't need to farm any of you two here. You at some point for the last node of peg leg, but that's gonna take a long time. I don't really need that, just a little bit extra gold that much. And I think I can get both of you from bags, so like I'll just wait till like I gradually maybe get you over time from a bag or get a pull. Like my go-to strat now, and this isn't, and I'm sure somebody who's like smarter about these games could say this is completely dumb and tell you why, but I think my goal now is for lots of these things, get them to 6 stars and then stop farming them at 6 stars, and then like I'm still buying bags and stuff. Most of these things I have a chance of getting them from a bag, so I'll wait and let like the bags and like other gradual farms like Brutus is also in the I think the Pip Town farm one. Well, that week, well, there's like the weekly event that comes with I think Lloyd, Ash, and Brutus all like possible tower rewards. Gradually get them from those types of events, and work on getting other figs up to about 5 or 6 stars, at least to have them like ready for a master event, and not just go full on in on one of these and then maybe one day get back. I know like this is unlikely, but like you pull 100 tiles of Brutus and it's like, well, I just got him to 7 stars because I spent however many long months farming him from the arena store. So I think I'm going to kind of do that, like get them to kind of 6 stars and kind of hold off there. And this is like there's an immediate need to use them, and they are like almost there. Like I am just not really doing that with a bot, but like I could use him at 7 stars for the pirate event, and that will at least turn into other master tiles. And also I don't really need any of the other, well, Verda was one I was working on, but he was already at 100 tiles. For me not farming him, I just got him that much from other stuff, so he was already at like 100 tiles. I'm like, okay, I'll farm him from this store, and he's almost already there. Then I'm gonna go back to Verda, get him up there to 7 stars, but like I'm just waiting to add more stuff here, because I can bring you up to 6. You're the weakest one here, but you, I got I think 100 tiles or 50 tiles from you from a bag, I think from the Yeti event or something. So you got up here very quick, so you're ready to be brought up to 7 stars. You're like not halfway, you're 37, about a third, a little bit over a third to 6 stars. So like I'm okay doing it here, because I mean there's nothing else really for me to buy here. I mean I guess I could always spend on one of these things if I needed them, but I don't really need these. So I'm bringing them all up here, hope really get something else in here eventually, but I think that's going to kind of be my go-to plan for a bit, is to just get some stuff up to about 5 or 6 stars and stop the farm on them and work on farming up the other characters all up to at least that level. And then from there, I don't know, I focus it down, narrow it down, like who do I want to use, who do I think's cooler, maybe farm the new stuff. Like I have started farming in here. My daily farm now is Zombie. It was Arctic Ice Glider. That's now to 5 stars, or it will be whenever I actually spend to upgrade it. So I'm farming Zombie, and the Trader Transport, I don't know, welcome some type of spooky team eventually, but like that's going to be a bit, and I'm going to find something else to farm here. I might go back and just farm some more of the cheap space figs. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing, is just going to be bringing stuff to like 5 or 6 stars, because that's, I feel like a solid star amount to kind of stop it and work on some other stuff. Just get everybody up that way. Let's go ahead and finish spinning here. But yeah, that's just my new kind of go-to thing I'm doing. If anybody is interested, I will go over that, I think, a little bit more in my my farming for the month of October, because I think I'll probably like mention that a little bit there. I'm curious to see if anybody else watches it that's like a little bit more pro with these type of games. I'm curious if they agree or disagree with that. Let's see here. I was going to go farm, I guess. Who needs some more tiles? I guess it was. Can I do anything else with you? 54. I can do attack, skill, and some other stuff. Sure. Why not? Let's go farm this one. Get you some of those pork chops. What is that called? T-bone? I don't know. Fancy chop. There we go. Close enough. Get you some of that. That goodness. We don't have enough yet to get me enough for a bag. I would love to get another bag on stream. I don't actually have enough to do that. Yes, this way. I thought I saw 25 there, or 35. But yeah, I think that's kind of really it for this. Oh, there was one other thing I did want to show off. Wait, who's that walking there? Yeti? Okay. I did want to show off something I'd kind of been working on a little bit in the background. Let me go ahead and turn off the display capture here for a second. Let me bring up my music thing in the background, because why not? So you're not just sitting here listening to just the sound of my voice. We're going to close up out of the game. Mars Mission, there we go. Let's just play one of these. Here we go, and we bring up my thing here. Let me turn this down just a little bit. It sounds extra loud to me. Let me swap over. This is some of the stuff from that game I was talking about earlier, the Dragalia Lost. I was doing something, this kind of on Twitter. Bye. See you next time. T.O. Oh, is it T.O. or T.E.O.? Which would be like the correct pronunciation for that? Just curious. Want to make sure I get it right. But this is for that game I was talking about, Dragalia Lost. I was working on like a list of like the stuff I don't have from that game and kind of ranking them. These are like the 5. I'm only missing 5 dragons, so I've been kind of ranking them. If anybody's curious about the art here, these are some of the dragons. Very air quotes on some of the dragons, and this is actually 2 dragons. I think that's her sister. Maybe, I don't know. Apparently it's 2 dragons, and she's supposedly supposed to have the other one in here, but I'm not. Like, that's the only other thing I can see, but that doesn't look real. I don't know. But yeah, this is one I just don't really care too much about. She's supposed to actually be good, but like, I don't really like her. Then you have this one. He's a archangel dragon. I don't know. There's like a weird thing that the religion is the. Show me the content creator pack. Oh, let me. I think I can bring that up. Let me. I like it. Mine's outdated. I don't have the new content creator package. Let me just go over to here. Where is it? Here we go. Lego Legacy content creator April. Yeah, 'cause this is the package still from April that I have. I'm hoping they release like a new public one, but it's just kind of this stuff. You have the Discord emotes here. And these, like, of course, like I said, the older ones. The levels, which is really nice. Some different selection of the levels. There's missing some, though. Items, you got currencies, elixirs, and set tools. Gears. A bunch of the different currencies. You got different random stuff in the menus. As you can see, I use lots of these to make some of my thumbnails. Different channels. I actually like this art. I just wish they would like. I like how those are put together, just not too much use for me. Neighborhood icons. Just, it's the neighborhood icons I have. I might actually go use that for something. Then you have guild icons, which is actually kind of cool. I wish they added like a couple more selection there, at least for some of these other themes, like castle and space, and lots of other ones they could use, I believe. So that was menus, minifigures. You got abilities. You got some interesting stuff in here. And some stuff for the passive abilities too. You have, let's see, what else is in here? You got marketing stuff, which is just like different poses for some of the figs. Well, I guess 3D renders for them with poses. You got portraits. Which I think also like the Discord emotes. You got renders. Status effects. Then you got tiles, which I do like these a lot. Then you got sets, which is just like all the pictures, some of the set stuff. And that's really it. Then you have like a fan kit policy, the logo, and pack art. But yeah, that's all that's really in there. Let me go back over to dragons. But yeah, that's really all that we have in there. Is like I really want to have like a new version with all like the new stuff in it, because there is lots of stuff that has came out that was not in there that they just haven't really shown off. But back to Dragalia Lost, it's weird. Like they have, like dragons are kind of something they kind of worship, but the dragons also have a lot of different designs. It's like a humanoid one. It looks more like a angel, but they call them archangels. But there's also demons, but they're all dragons. So I'm not sure what actually makes one an angel and what makes one a demon in the lore. That's maybe reason I kind of want him, is he might give me that little bit of story, because they do like get some little story stuff when you get a dragon. They have like a 2-part little mini story thing that kind of adds a little bit to the lore. I'm hoping he adds like a little bit to the lore too, and it's from like the Northern Church, because it's kind of like very Catholic inspired, the religion, but we're like not the Southern Church, but they're a country to the north of us, but then like the north part of that country to the north of us, the North Gristia instead of South Gristia. So I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to do with that. This is another one from the Monster Fighter crossover. The only reason he's really on here is he's limited time. He was the Dread King Rathalos. I didn't get him. He looks like a dragon, which I like. I like the more dragon-y looking dragons. And limited time, no longer pullable. I mean, he might come back up if they rerun. We'll probably do more Monster Fighter crossovers. That's like simply like it's always getting crossovers. So I'm personally really expecting to get a little bit more of it eventually, but I just kind of want him because I don't have him, and he looks solid. He does some stuff with Force Strikes, which is I use Fire Swords a lot, which they get benefits from Force Striking. I think it works best with the one unit that I don't have that does like is all about Force Strikes. I think I have other things that work better than him, but he's just like another option to have. Why is your art so small? I'm about to get another picture of that. It's like an Egyptian god, Horus. Don't know why he's so small. And then you have Cat Sith, which is apparently like something from like Irish, Scottish, that kind of area of folklore. Type of deity. It's a cat with a like dragon tail and some horns. This is like the strongest shadow dragon though, so like I kind of want it. It's also like limited, but it comes up. Well, it's a gala unit, but they have like once a month, twice a month, whatever gala banners. It used to be a gala banner once every 2 months, but then now they're having them more when they release a whole bunch of new stuff, and it's not just like a new gala unit. And they're now rotating some of the gala units in and out when they have those reruns, which is actually kind of nice because that's the point. I think they have 9 gala units, adding in another one, and they have 3 gala dragons. So it's kind of nice to know like I want X. This one is one of the few that's on rate up this banner. Let's pull for them. So it's not like it's that limited anymore, but I would like to get it. And I mean, I like cats, and cat dragon does seem interesting to me at least. But now we'll go back. I'm gonna go to Adventurer. at the topic. I do post like these little things on Twitter if anybody is interested. I think I have my Twitter linked to my YouTube page, but it's just kind of units. He was in like a chef-based event that I didn't really too much care for, and he has like 3 different stances to swap. It's getting a little bit complicated here to keep track of. Like each stance changes his abilities a little bit, and you have to like swap between them to like change some effects. It's a little too complicated. Doesn't really interest me. His story sounded kind of cool, but they kind of gave it away a little bit more in the event, and it didn't really actually interest me all that much. And he's my like least wanted. You were kind of okay. It was like he's a retainer for some unit from like the Not Japan section of the game. Now here's like his Valentine's art. I have other units that are the same type that I like more. He was okay. I didn't dislike him, but not like one I really wanted more of. So it's kind of up here. This is from, because this game is published by Nintendo, but it's made by Side Games, which have the whole like other selection of mobile games. He's from one of those. I don't play those, it doesn't really interest me. It has some cool tentacle attacks though, like he summons like giant squids to attack. I don't know, some eldritch magic stuff going on. But there's actually eldritch stuff. You do actually have Nathalotep and Haster and some other like eldritch storylines going on, which is kind of cool. Got me really interested. So it might actually be something there, but doesn't interest me all that much. Valentine's Day Melody. She's a clumsy maid, and she still kind of looks like a maid here. They just kind of changed the outfit a little bit. She didn't catch on with me. She's apparently very popular. Doesn't do it for me. Was your name Urius? No, Tobias. You're related somehow to the religion. You're like one of the people that believes the devil of the universe is like the kind of like God, or Jesus is like kid, but Jesus is a woman now, or God is. I don't know. It's just like this little bit weird gender bent stuff with the religion, and like. You know, we're actually gonna get more of that. Actually, adding in like the founder of the church, and with a event soon. Even though that was like 1,000 years ago in this lore. But apparently, there's like this document that says that the demon was actually the child of the founder of the church, so they have to kind of be worshipped. And I think he's one of the followers of that. Like not Splinter Cell, but that half of the church that believes that. I feel like he should kind of be interesting, although there's also something interesting in the lore about how the founder of the church might just be an inventor, and there was talks about the like demon actually being a thing of technology, because the dragons hated technology because it interfered with their magical powers or something, and he hates dragons, so maybe he hates it because they destroyed everything. Robots also exist in this universe, let me just throw that out there. So I'm curious what all they're going to do with that. I mean, this stuff does have like some interesting lore. I mean, not saying they're actually going to like go that way with any of the stuff, but it does interest me what they're going to do exactly with the church. Fought another one from like another Side Games thing, but she rides like a wyvern in battle and like the Dragon Lord or something. Sounds a little bit more interesting to me. And she was actually in, I think, art that released early on into the game. They released like a worm print, which is like the things you can equip onto your characters, give them little buffs. They have like some nice art on them. She was in that for like a long time ago. I thought, well, I think I had found out she's actually from another one of the games, but she has been teased for so long. I kind of am interested, and she seems cooler to me than Urius. And Bathsheba, she's in that same one that I forgot to say the name of Valero, which was the first one I showed off, the one I'm least interested in. She was from the same event as him, got less screen time, and her story seemed a little bit more interesting to me. The family owns like a famous restaurant off in Not Japan land, and I think the father died and all the children took over, and they came to this contest to prove that they are as good as chefs as their father, and to still come here to like keep the restaurant in business. You know, she was interesting. She's kind of like Valero, but I think she only has 2 stances, so less stuff to be confused about. She might not be interesting, but she had what little bit I saw got me interested. Chelsea, she's weird, like yandere chick that's obsessed with one of your fellow adventurers. I don't know. Seems to might be interesting. I don't know. Might be a little too much. Don't have her. Kit sounded kind of interesting. I forgot her the last list I did. I kind of just shoved her in here. I guess I kind of would like her, maybe. Eugene, he's a neat that plays video games, almost kind of relatable, but not exactly the most. Although I like his attacks, all like stuff with chess and other things like that. I like the story he was in, or his event, so I kind of like him. I like the female from that event more than him, interestingly enough, but you'll see her just a little bit. But I wouldn't mind getting him. Kuran, he is from that, oh, excuse me, give me a second. So I just really need to cough there. He's from the Eldritch part of the storyline, but he's randomly here for, like, Yukata festival thingy. He's odd, he's a little bumbling. This is the Eldritch monster creature girl. She's half low tap something. Looks very different here. She doesn't actually do anything besides appear in his art, but I like a little bit of art stuff here. But she looks very different to me. Looks extra skinny. I don't know, looks way younger than I thought she kind of was. Like I thought in her regular art she might have been like 12, but here she looks more like 8. It was a little bit weird, but I like him. I like that she's in there. He seems kind of interesting. I think it's interesting that the Eldritch related characters are getting stuff related to not Eldritch stuff. I mean, I'm having to mute to cough. But so yeah, that guy's kind of interested. This is very much so not, to my knowledge, related to the Eldritch side of like the story going on, or like the little side story. With Rathalos Berserker, he's a cool character, like to hunt, kill things. He was one of the crossover ones, or something they did with the crossover with Monster Fighters. They put him in armor inspired by some of the creatures that you could get, but he's the one that fits to me kind of the most because he likes to hunt and kill stuff, and he thought the Rathalos was a good opponent. About 4 strikes. I think he looks really cool. Belena, she came with a Syndicate storyline event, similar to the free unit we got there. Just kind of wanted to try her out. She looks kind of interesting. Had a description that kind of related to the free character we got, but because she was like a banner only character, you didn't get her in that event. But it's like she has some story related to it, and I'm curious with the Syndicate. That was like a mysterious behind-the-scenes organization that's kind of controlling things. That was teased early on in the game with an original print talking about the mask of the Syndicate. So I'm kind of curious to get it. It took us almost 2 years to get to the point where we actually talk about them in the story. I'm really curious. They don't turn into dragons, but they've kind of been fused with the dragons, so kind of curious about that. We got Yukata Cassandra. She's some weird magic stuff. She's actually 60 years old but looks kind of young, but there's like some magic stuff going on behind the scenes. And one that actually makes me think she's like one of those 7-tailed foxes or something weird. Those aren't actually yes, they just something she wears and that kind of makes her look like it, but she seemed kind of interesting. The Yukata event seemed more like a follow-up to some of her character art, but she's like related to our father, which is kind of interesting. I kind of like her. I kind of like her in the game. We got a teaser. Oh, she was one of those added in like a new Gala banner, and then now I started doing something added in one of those where like the featured unit you get like the first chapter of their story. Whether or not you get them or not, like as soon as like you start it. So I read through her. I thought it was something related to actually the event, but it's actually her story. And it got me really interested in it, so I do kind of want to see her, or want to see the rest of it and get her. You got Linnea. She seemed kind of interesting. One of our Sylvians, which is like bunny chicks, all have like the midriff showing off and bunny ears. It's an interesting fashion choice. Fashion choice is very interesting to me. Apparently, I think you got the impression from the story she was raised by humans, but they live. The Sylvans live longer than them, kind of like elves, I'd say, like normal fantasy. So her human parents, I think, have all died, and she's still here, kind of young looking, and she had something about, no, you don't need to mix with the races, because, like, sure, you're going to take that little Sylvan child in as an orphan, but she's going to be, like, 20 years old when you're 80 years old dying or something. I want to make her live with that kind of torture or something. I don't have her, so I don't really know what her offer story is, but it made me kind of interested in it because I have wondered about that, because they have shown off that they do live longer than humans. So I'm very curious what they're going to do with that, or if actually, like, this is the first time they're really going to talk about that. Or at least I get the impression from a little bit of the stories I have read that shows me the first one to talk about, so I'm very curious about that. They didn't get too much of her in the like little event that introduced her, which seemed kind of interesting. Hope they introduced how she came to be part of the team, because she doesn't seem much of a team player. I got Catherine. She's the other one that came with the story with Eugene. Standard rich chick type thing, but actually I found her story more relatable than Eugene's, because he's supposed to be like, I'm the shut-in, I like to just be alone and play video games. Everybody expects too much out of me, but I just want to do video games. He's playing board games, but that kind of stuff. I think it was sort of like super relatable. And then you had her, like the other side. I actually think she was more relatable. Her story was she was born, like, she's the mayor's daughter, wealthy family. Everybody expects so much out of her. She always has to be nice to everybody, tries to be friendly. Used to be friends with Eugene until he decided that I don't know, she was better than him and he didn't want to be around her or something. But she's trying to be nice to everybody, wants to be everybody's friends, but she just feels like the constant pressure of everybody expecting her to be the best because of her upbringing, and that's what, like, stresses her out. I actually found that a lot more relatable. Even though I'm probably more like Eugene, I found her story of, like, her getting jealous of Eugene because nobody expects anything of him, so he gets to do kind of whatever he wants to, but she has to live this life because of who she is and who her family is and what they expect out of her, what everybody else expects out of her because of who she is. I thought that was very interesting. Also, I hope when this her story we get more of these two characters. These were like two of her friends. They look kind of interesting. You can see too much of them. They seem kind of interesting. Also, all of her attacks, like her special attacks, she calls in servants to attack for her, which look very cool. It looks like she'll be a very fun one to use. She's not about really doing damage herself. She's about like buffs, debuffs, and other things. It looked really fun. Then we got Zhujian. Radiant Zunjan. I don't know how to pronounce that. She's from like the China side of the story with the Asian stuff. She's a deer person. Those are her horns and these are her feet. Interesting. We got her the free unit, but this is like an upgraded version of her. She now has like magical wings and a magical staff. Looks fun. Luceretia, something like that. She's a singer that got added early on in the game. Don't have her. I want her. Would have kind of for a while and just haven't been able to pull her. She's like the oldest unit in the game that I don't have. Nadine. She was added in the same one, Linnea, whatever, the one I showed off, the bunny chick with the sword. But her story seemed interesting to me because of one thing. I'm pretty sure it's a Sheikah symbol. This came through a portal from another world, and she just grabbed it. She's taking pictures with it, which is something you could do with the Sheikah Slate in Breath of the Wild, and they're both owned by Nintendo. Seems kind of interesting. I'd like to see a little bit more of her story. Kind of have some stuff related to Nefaria, and I really like Nefaria. Senma Sonoa, I really like Sonoa. I liked her story about time travel-y magic stuff. That's what she was researching. Seemed like it'd be fun. Get more stuff with her. I already liked her. And I like the kit, and this kit seems like an upgraded version of that kit, which just gives you like random buffs, but it's like better this time. And then you got Mum. She's one of the dragons that turned into a human. She's the only Gala unit I don't have at this point, and I really would like to get her. She's fun. At least I think she would be. She has an interesting, unique kit where she only can transform into herself, because she, of course, is actually a dragon. she has a fun story, and I'd like to actually see more of that story. But I think really with that is it. That's all I have for this. Let's see. There we go. But yeah, that's just kind of all I have for right now. Just wanted to show that off because I do like that game. I'd like to talk a little bit more about it. I would love to stream it, but I don't have all that stuff to record off of my phone to stream from my phone. At some point, I might get some more money invested in doing that because there's some stuff I would like to do with that. But for right now, that is really it. Thank you for coming out to this stream. I hope you have enjoyed it. There was lots of mixture of other stuff, but I thought this one was fun. Had lots of stuff to do here. So like I said, thank you for coming out. This is Betuor Gripley signing off. Goodbye, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.